Cavalier women's soccer back at home on Thursday under the lights, another home match. Well, Jaida, talk about the season so far. Obviously, it's your first collegiate season. How's it going for you so far?
It's pretty much exceeded my expectations. I knew it was going to be super challenging, playing at the next level. And I think, as soon as we stepped foot in Canada, those games really became a true challenge and challenged us as a team. And we had a really good response to a couple losses on the road in California on Thursday. I think we played really well against Humboldt State, and we, came together as a team. And we had another loss on Saturday, but I think after a team talk yesterday at practice, it kind of lit a fire inside of all of us to, get back on the winning track and get a couple more results like we did against Humboldt.
And talk about how exciting that win was. Your first home game, your first win as a college player for this team. Talk about the successes in that match.
The environment was unbelievable. I mean, we had a pretty good turnout for a crowd, and everyone on the bench was super excited, just like we all were on the field. And I think all of our goals were equally exciting and celebrated, and it was just, there's nothing, you can't compare winning on your home field to anything else. Yeah, my first college goal is definitely super exciting to get it at home also. I definitely don't think it was an individual effort. If you go back and look at the tape, it started all the way back from our keeper, Haley, having the ball in her hands. And if you watch the entire play, it kind of strings through our entire defense to midfield to forward line. And we didn't give the ball up once. Everyone's touch was on point. So I think it was definitely a team effort, and that's what made my first college goal so meaningful, is that it kind of came together as a team.
A senior on this team, Kyra Radcliffe, she had 2 goals in that game. What's it like being a freshman, having a player like that you can kind of look up to?
I think playing under Kyra has taught me a lot. I mean, naturally we work really well together. Our chemistry on the field going forward is just, it's been there since, I started playing only a couple weeks ago with her. And seeing somebody step up, when we have a lot of other of our key players and upperclassmen out, seeing her step up and take the role of being a game changer and getting a couple balls in the back of the net is super inspiring. It just not only motivates me, but everyone else on the team to kind of take on that role as well.
Coach, back at home this week, at least on Thursday, then you have a sort of a neutral site game up in Bellingham on Saturday, but 2 more matches for the team. What's kind of the focus this week heading into those?
Just getting back to how we played last Thursday instead of last Saturday. Our team has been up and down. It's not a surprise or something that people haven't seen. So we're just a younger team that's trying to learn how to bring the effort and intensity for 90 minutes. And we've had some great spells, and we've had some spells that haven't been as good. And so we're just looking to get back to the right mentality for Thursday's game.
And these will be your last 2 games before you start Great Northwest Athletic Conference play. Are there any other points of emphasis that you'd like to see come out in these games before conference play starts?
Well, I think it gives us a chance to kind of mix and match players in different positions. We're still a little tinkering a little bit, to be honest, and this gives us a couple more matches to do that. Just with the personalities and some injuries that we've had to mix some things around. So we're going to use the next 2 matches to maybe try different players in different places and see if something clicks, and that's going to be kind of fun to see if that happens. But really just need to get off to a good start on Thursday, and if we can build a little momentum in that game, carry that on over to Saturday, and then obviously into the GNAC.
Another worthy opponent on Thursday, Cal State Dominguez Hills. You've already seen a couple of CCAA opponents, some good West Region competition. What do you think this does for your team in terms of giving them sort of a barometer of what the level of play is like in this region?
Well, I mean, all the teams in the CCAA are good. And, doesn't matter if they've finished at the bottom or at the top. I mean, they're all good players. California has a lot of good players at different levels, and so You know, I've seen a little bit of them, and they're athletic and organized and physical, and there's a lot of those teams in that conference are like that. I mean, that's Humboldt State, and I thought we matched up pretty well against them. And so, again, to be quite honest, it's really about what we're doing right now and not what the other team is doing. So more of the focus is how we want to play. And I think if we stick with that, I think that's going to be a recipe for success for us.